Hi everyone, it's Lillian here coming to you from Alberta, Canada. Thanks for joining me on this day after Boxing Day. I know that I wasn't sure if I would be coming to you tonight, and then I thought, no, this is a pandemic, there's not much going on, so why shouldn't I just share one more project with you? I have lots to share with you tonight, and so I think I'll go down to my desktop right fairly soon. But I'm just wondering, um, how well, how was your Christmas? Was there something special you discovered to do because it was so different? Leave a comment below as to how your Christmas was, or if you just maybe have discovered there was another way of doing things that was equally special. All right, let's go down to my desktop here. All righty, and we'll go right down here. There we go. There, I think we've got it. And let me just get the computer connected here as well. It always takes a minute to get up to speed, but I see it's there, so that's good. All right, you're saying, what is all of this here? Hi, Irene. So nice to see you there. I hope you and Preston had a good Christmas. I found that it was quiet, but it was kind of special in its own way. So it was all good. So what I want to talk about first off here is my paper share. I am going to offering a paper share. You'll see it in the newsletter as well. Hi Fran, hi Lynn. So good to have you all here. So I wanted to explain about the paper share. I'm doing it slightly different this time. You have to register by January 4th, because January 5th is when I can order the paper, and I want to put the order in right away. And instead of just giving you a quarter of a sheet or half a sheet, this time I'm giving you a quarter of a package of the following papers. So I'm just going to show them to you. So you're getting a sneak peek here of some of the papers that will be in the new mini catalog. So not all of the papers. I am only showing you one of the specialty papers. The rest are so special that I think you'd have to get them on their own. And I'm not showing you, or they're the ones from Celebration. So there are lots of good ones coming along. I just wanted to show the back of the catalog here. They are showing here for one set of designer papers, and I'll show it to you in a moment. I don't have them in the right order. You can see that they actually painted the pictures and then took pictures of the paintings to make the designer paper. Pretty amazing stuff. So if you don't already have a mini catalog and you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, please contact me, either message me through Facebook here or send me an email or whatever. Let me know and we'll get it to you. All right, let's take a look-see here at now, like I said, the order is all random. So there is one set of 6x6 paper. There are 48 sheets. You would end up, there are 12 different designs. So on one side is this, that's likely one, well, I was going to say one of my favorite. I'm not so sure about that. But this goes with the Dandelion Garden Suite. So you see dandelions and dragonflies here, and even some bees. But look at all the colors. So you see quite a few that are in colors, but not all. Just wanted to get that. And now when you flip this over, let's see if I can flip it without causing a mad mess. Then you get all of these colors. So some are not quite as busy. They're very rich. Look at this and this. Just gorgeous paper. So that's the Dandy Garden, I believe. It's like a quiz for me. Then we've got a set of papers called the Well Tailored. So it goes with the masculine things in the catalog, but you'll see that it doesn't have to be just for masculine cards. So these are, I'm just going to flip these over so you can see that. Doesn't that just scream a man's tie right there? And this is a kind of a tweed, burlappy kind of look, a plaid. How many of you have seen some male in your life wearing a shirt like that? This, I love this because I think it also would work on scrapbooking pages for journaling as well, as just decoration. And then there's this here and this. So I like that they've brought, and this is floral, but I like how they've brought some brighter colors in here, like this, and there we go, like that. And then this is just a classic, go with anything. And then we've got the paisley in the grays. So absolutely gorgeous paper there as well. Then likely the paper, or one of the papers, because Stampin' Up! Does exceptional papers. One of the papers that caught my eye right off is this set, and it is called the True Love. And the reason it caught my eye is it's black and white, and those of you who know me know I am a little partial to creating with black and white, but these also work well for adding color on top, and I will be showing that in down the road a little bit. So although this is floral, this is stripes, so we've got that, some more floral, and then a geometric design again. So you can take this paper and do all kinds, and who doesn't love a good polka dot? I always love a good polka dot. Then there's these daisies, and again stripes, and these you could just cut out and make a card right like that. And then another geometric design, and then this is almost oh, I've lost the word, succulent, and that kind of thing. So there we go, like that. Then there's this soft designer paper called Sand and Sea. So although you, again, can use it for anything, it goes with a suite in the catalog that has all kinds of sea shells, sea types of things in it. So there's this, and then we have like this kind of a design. So it almost looks like they got the paper wet and then sprinkled salt on it. And when you do that, you get these kind of bursts of color. So it looks really neat. I quite like that. And then here we have the sand dollars here, and then this variegated, and then we've got the starfish here. And look at this. Isn't that neat? If you've ever been to the beach, you can see designs like this in the sand. Maybe not the colors, but I love that type of look. And again, your sand dollars are back here again. And then this one here. Did I get two the same? Nope. And then this has got a lot of your shells just in a small print here. And look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And then like that. So tons of fun paper there. And then as you can see, this paper here is shimmery. It's a foil paper. In this package of paper, there are only 3 designs, but you get 3 or 4 of each design. I'm blanking out right now. So if one of you knows how many pages you get of each, I think it's 4. So that is a total of 12. So then there's this one here, like that, and that is Blushing Bride. And then we have Rococo Rose. Isn't that a rich? I'm trying to angle it so you can see some of the shine. It's just gorgeous paper. And then Sahara Sand. Beautiful, beautiful paper. So there's that. And then some paper that I've been having fun with, so I've almost run out of some of these. It's the Ice Cream Corner designer paper. So here's a question for you. Are you a soft ice cream person or a hard ice cream person? Which is your favorite? So here is pictures of soft ice cream, but it's all the different colors and flavors. So are you a soft ice cream or a hard ice cream? And then the sprinkles all over this paper. Then I love the splotches here, and what they've done is put paint down and then let the colors bleed a little bit, and then put some more splotches. It looks really neat. And then some more polka dots. So Marilyn's saying soft ice cream. Okay. I vary back and forth a little bit. I will tell you that I love a good waffle cone, though. To me, the cone is almost better than the ice cream itself. I just love it when the ice cream's down into the cone. So I digress. So that this there's like this, and actually, when you punch this out, this looks like ice cream cone as well. So there's that, and here's just like the green, only in the coral colors and the yellows. And then this on the back, and then here come your purples and some coral again, and then blackberry bliss. Oh, beautiful. And then creamsicle type of thing. So oh, and Lynn's saying the other one, Love You Always Specially, has 4 of 3 designs. Thank you. I was right. Thanks, Lynn. And Irene is saying any ice cream with chocolate. Yeah, that's pretty yummy. All right. And then we've got some stripes here. So there's that. And then looking up at us, just want to get that paper out of the way before I dump it, is the Hydrangea Hill designer paper. Isn't this gorgeous? Anyone who has ever seen hydrangeas for the first time, they just are always wowed. I grew up with them in our yard because I grew up at the coast. So the seashells, they're pretty special to me. These are special, but I've met many people here in the prairies who these are, at one time when I moved here anyway, fairly new. Now they have some that are good for the frost here, but beautiful flowers. So then we've got this on the back side of it, and this is just the petals, but almost a painted type of look. And there's that, and then there's little clusters of flowers. So if you like flowers, this is good. And look at the colors on here. That's just such fun paper. And some more clusters. These are smaller depictions of the hydrangea. And that, you like vanilla, Lynn. That is my husband too. He'll walk up and say, what flavors do you have? And they'll reel them all off. And then he'll say, I'd like vanilla, please. And some more hydrangeas. And then this gorgeous purple color. And then this, look at the border. So wouldn't this make a neat, well, I'll bring it this way. Wouldn't this make a neat card with this at the border, or a scrapbook page? I think that's just gorgeous, gorgeous paper. So I'll move that out of the way too. Oh, here's the paper that was depicted on the back of the catalog. And this is all I've got left of this sheet. But I'm going to show you. You can see how they painted. You can actually see like that. So this was gorgeous, and it was a 12 by 12 sheet, and the design kind of went sort of at an angle. So there was blue space and then flowers, and then on this back it looks like that's that what they do on a house or something. I don't know the proper terminology, but you know what I mean. And then some more flowers that are painted, and then looks like my grandchildren have had fun painting here. And then there's this. You can see the painting that was happening. And then this on the back. And this one here. And this on the back. And these gorgeous flowers. And then this is what's on the back. And then this. And like that. Yes, Karen, the hydrangea is incredible. Stampin' Up! Does incredible designer papers. So every one of them takes my breath away in a different way. And once you handle it and look at it, like I was cutting it up to do little swatches for, I always make these. And when I was cutting them up, I just was oohing and awing and having so much fun. I forgot to put the colors on here. But anyway, so that is those are the designer papers that are in the paper share. So if that is something you want to take part in, make sure you let me know by January 4th. And January 4th isn't very far away. That's so hard to believe. The other thing I wanted to mention is coming soon. Many of you watching here have taken part in Stamping Staycation, and if you haven't, this is I think anyway, incredible, incredible event that Marilyn and Joanne and I have been putting on now. This will be our third time, and it's going to be held January 30th, and the registration and more information is going to be posted January 4th as well. So keep your eyes peeled, but make sure to circle that date. And no matter where you live in the world, if you lived in Tuktoyaktuk or if you lived in Tasmania, you could still take part. So because it's all done online and you can use whatever supplies you have. So I think that would work out well for any of you. And so it's a Stamping Staycation that's online. And Karen's going, yay, love Stamping Staycation. She has come to every one. And I'm so glad that you like it, Karen. All right, I have done way more talking than usual tonight. But I wanted to show you something that I did with my group called Stampin' Time. It's a monthly group that I do crafting with. And anybody can join any month, and you can go come one month and not the next. When they take part, they get all the materials they need to make the projects. Tonight, I'm just going to show you how to make one of the projects we did. And the reason I'm choosing this is because it is the end of the year, and I don't know about you, but it's when you start to dig out new calendars, right? So we are going to make a little desktop calendar that's going to be an easel calendar. So it's going to stand up on your desk like a tent, and it's going to have a calendar on one side but pockets on both sides. So we're going to put no paper on one side, the calendar here, and this pocket here, I actually have one on my desk, and I put my cell phone on here because I don't know about you, I bury my cell phone quite often on my desk. So since I've started putting my cell phone in here, I can find it a little bit more easily. So as we make this together, you'll also notice that you don't need to put the pockets on if you don't want to. So let's just have a look-see and get started. So I'm going to be using some paper from the mini catalog that is just about ended. It'll be retiring January 4th. Lots happening January 4th. So this paper is double-sided. It's silver and white on one side, and then it has a photograph scene on the other. And it is absolutely gorgeous, and it's actually on sale right now for half price. You'll see that on page 42 of the mini catalog that has all the Christmas stuff in it. Just trying to find the front page. This one here. So it is on sale for half price for $10, and you get 48 sheets, and it's amazing. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of either colored cardstock or thick whisper white. I'm using thick whisper white here, but on this one, as you can see, and on this one, I used cardstock. So it doesn't matter, just as long as it's somewhat sturdy. It needs to be a little thicker than regular whisper white. And this is a piece of thick whisper white, 4 1/4 by 11, so half a sheet, and it's scored at 5 1/2. So it's just like if you were making a card. So we're actually going to fold it while we're at here, and then we'll put it to the side. So that's going to be your basic tent, right? We're going to do a lot with it, obviously. Then you're also going to bring in it's the same color. So if you used cardstock, it would be the same color. Because it's thick whisper white, I'm using this, and I should put something underneath. I forgot using white on the white. And this is, let me just bring my measurements in for you, 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. And with the 3 1/2 edge at the top, you're going to score at 1 1/2, 1 3/4, which is halfway, and then 3. So you're about a 1/2 inch on each side. So we're going to fold that in half to begin with. And then we're going to fold back on the other folds. Like that. And like that. So you've got a funny looking W, right? So we can put that to the side now. So that was 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. Those were the measurements there. Next, we're going to bring in what we're going to use for the pockets. So we're going to bring in 2 pieces that are 6 1/4 by 3 1/2. So if you want a pocket front and back, you need 2. So just however many pockets you want, that's how many pieces of these you want. And then you're going to score at 1/2 and 1 on the 2 short sides. So 1/2, 1, 1/2, 1, and on one of the long sides. So 1/2, 1. So you've got those score lines made, and then you're going to cut out these 4 squares here. So I've already done that on one. So I'm going to cut out the 4 squares on here, and I cut just inside the score line so that it folds a little bit easier. So that square's garbage. And then I'm going to do the same here, like that. And then I'm going to fold up and burnish, and I'm going to just keep folding in, so it as if I was making a box. All right, it's going to be a pocket, but you're just going to keep folding in like that. So you've got it all so that it's that kind of shape. Okay, I'm going to put some very strong adhesive, so you could use Snail Plus, you can use tear and tape. If you're patient, you could use the liquid glue, but you would have to hold it in place till it dried. So whichever works for that. There we go. And one more. Now, I'm hoping you all have your new catalogs. If you don't, be watching, because I am going to be this week sharing some new product, and I shared a little bit at the beginning just before Christmas too. So be on the lookout for that. Now I want to attach these to here. When I first did this, I put my designer paper on first and then attached this, and then I changed it up a little bit. You know, the more you make something, the more you fine tune it. So I'm just going to take off the bottom first. I could take all of the backing off, but I tend to get it stuck where it shouldn't get stuck, so I'm safer to leave it on. And then I'm going to line it up with the very bottom edge, like that. So here's my tent, and it's just fastened to the bottom. Now I'm going to take the tear and tape off the sides and bring it up. I'll do just a dry run, and you can see already how the pocket's coming together, right? So let's give that a whirl. I'll take it off of this side first and try to make it as square as I can. Notice I'm keeping my finger here so that it doesn't stick down until I am ready. Because, like I said, it's a good glue. Now I am going to take my bone folder and just give it a good press on the inside and repeat that process on this side. Making it as square as Lillian's crooked eyes can do it. There. And again, just press it down. Oh, I got it a little bit off. I'll fix that. Do you all know that you can use your heat tool and heat this up and it will soften the... Well, I should do that right now and show you, just in case. If you do get things stuck down in the wrong spot, and it's happened to all of us, get your heat tool, heat it up, and what it will do is soften that adhesive, and then you'll be able to remove it and replace it properly, because that is going to bug me when I have it out of whack like that. Now let's see if I've heated it up enough. Yes, I have. Okay, and it's still sticky, so there. Just like I had planned it all along. All right, now we're going to do that on this side. What's underneath? Oh, that's this. There we go. Line this up like this. And trying to see over and above around the camera. And now we'll do one side. Like that. Let's see if I can be a little better with fastening it down. And then we'll do this side. I have made a zillion of these calendars and been giving them to different people. Just it's just a nice little gift. It's useful. It can sit on your desk. And now I'm going to take that and just push down, make sure it's really solid. So now I've got this, and yes, I'm going to fasten that piece in, but I will do that later. Now I want to decorate this with designer paper. So I'm going to bring in, now I don't have very much of this designer paper left, and I need 2 of the 6x6 sheets. So I have some of these, and look at on the back how gorgeous they are. I think, I've been doing so many pastel ones, I think I'm going to go with this. So let's give it a whirl, and now we're going to cut it. We need to cut this, this was 4 1/4 across, right? We needed a 1/4 of an inch smaller, so we're going to do it at 4 by 5 1/4, which is a layer we often use on our cards. So I am going to line it up at the 4. And our paper cutter will go through both layers quite nicely. And then at 5 1/4. So let me see. Am I going to... Yeah, I'll cut off this end. So what I was just doing there was trying to decide what part of the design I could give up. And I'm keeping these pieces because I'm going to use quite a few of them yet. So then, so this is 4 by 5 1/4, and you need 2 of them. All right. Now I'm going to put adhesive on the back, and our liquid glue stays sticky forever. In fact, it almost works better if you do let it sit for a minute or 2. It doesn't ooze as much. So I don't mind putting glue on 2 or 3 things at a time. And we're going to slide that out of the way. So the first one, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck it in the pocket. So let me just see if I can do that and not make you dizzy. So slide it down in, and then just give myself the little border up here like that. And the nice thing about liquid glue, if you're off a little bit, you've got some wiggle room. It isn't solid right away. And again, I'm going to use my bone folder and just give it a push down. And what this does, the reason I did the designer paper after the pocket is it makes it nice and smooth in here, and that ledge that you fold it over, it's not going to catch your papers and stuff, which I've got, well, it's all full of things here, but I found that it did catch a little bit at first. So that's why I redesigned that part of it. Some of you saw my first edition of doing this, and it's evolved. So I'm going to slide this in on the other side like that, and just push it down. So now already we have got, it's starting to look pretty nice. Now we cut these 2 pieces off, and if we take them and cut them down to 4 1/4 by 1 1/2 or 1 3/4. So let's see, I think I will go to 4 1/4 here. And what is this? This is 1 3/4. I think I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it like that. And this I'm going to use to decorate the front of the pocket. So we'll do that on both sides. So let's put the adhesive on there. Do you see how quickly this is coming together? Once you make one, it really is an easy project to do. So let me get glue all over myself. Yeah. All right, so I think I want it to go this way. We're going to just rest it on there. Let's make sure it's relatively straight. There we go. Now I'll do the same on this side. There we have that part. Now, what about this? So what we're going to do for there is bring in this that we made, and we're going to, on the parts that we folded up, we're going to put tear and tape or a strong adhesive, whatever strong adhesive that you like. And I gotta find the end here. There we go. And put it next to the fold here. And next to the fold here. So this piece here, what the purpose of this piece is to hold it so that it doesn't flatten. It keeps it the bottoms of the tent so that they are fastened together. So we're going to fold that up, and we're going to put the point, this point here, going in. All right. So it's going to face up. That fold is going to face up into that fold. So that's sometimes the trickiest part. And then we're going to line up the adhesive like that on that side. And then we're going to turn it around and line it up here like that. And look at, voila, we've got it. Now it's just decorating and putting the calendar on and that kind of thing. Now, what I did for the calendar is, in past years, I have gone to a printing shop and had calendars made. But then I found at our local dollar store, we've got the calendar, we've got the notepad, and it's even on a magnet, and it was even cheaper than ordering it. So I did that, and what I'm going to do, and what I found was that the calendars, if you just kind of roll it, peel right off. Hi Diana, happy anniversary. So we've got the calendar right here. Then we've got this, and I wanted the notepad, and this is actually how this project came to be, because I was showing some of the ladies who take stamping classes from me, and one of them said, well, I like that idea for a calendar, Lillian, but I don't need that many notepads. So then I had to think of a way to incorporate the notepad into the project. So the notepad is going to go on one side, just like that. All right. The other side, we're going to put the calendar. But before we, yes, we're going to put the calendar. So again, we're going to use tear and tape. Now remember, people are going to be tearing these off. So you do want to be fairly generous with your strong adhesive. Again, Seal Plus would work well too. I'm just so used to using the tear and tape. So we're going to push that down, peel it off. I love using my Take Your Pick tool to get it started because my fingernails never work very well. And then just put it down. And again, I gotta get my head in a position. There we go. And there we've got it. Now, just a little, oh, it's a little bit crooked. Let's see if I can rescue that. Oh, I think I'm going to be able to. There we go. Now, the thing that I didn't realize at first is, for some reason, when these calendars, there are 4 Januaries, 4 Februaries, 4 Marches, 4 Aprils. So what you can do is go through and tear them out and end up, oh, where did I put them? Here we go. And then you can staple them together and make a little card or something else with them if you want. So you've got that option. So that side is all set to go. Now we just need to decorate this side and we're done. So again, if you wanted to use this magnet that was on the back, you could do that. Make a little card calendar for the fridge or something and put this on and you would be set to go. You would be using every single little piece. But we're not going to worry about that tonight. We're just going to decorate it. So how we're going to decorate it, we're just going to follow the sample that I did here. So let's take that out before I dump it. So I'm going to put a piece of ribbon, stamp Collect Beautiful Moments, and that is from this gorgeous stamp set here. And I just thought it really fit with a calendar because you're collecting beautiful moments. I put a bit of ribbon here and some embellishments. So let's bring in the pieces and do the stamping first so that it has a moment to dry. So I'm going to bring in Night of Navy. And I think this will also help us decide on what ribbon to use. Now, normally I would stamp and then cut out, but I was trying to save a little bit of time tonight. And it's not too bad when you're stamping on a circle, because if you're a little bit crooked, you just turn the circle, right? So let's put these two pieces together. Like that. And I need to get it so I can see it better. There we go. It's just a tiny little border. Now, question. And I just brought some ribbon. So this is Misty Moonlight ribbon, if we put that behind. So that's one idea, Misty Moonlight. Or we could bring Seaside Spray that's got that sparkle in it and go like that. Or we could bring in, because I don't have any, okay. Which ribbon do you think? Which ribbon do you think you would like on this? So the white with the silver, the blue with the sparkle, the light blue, or the darker blue? Or what if we did 2 ribbons? I think that's overkill. Which this one here, Tara? The white with the silver on it? Yeah, that was the last one I showed. I think that's what you mean by the last one. So let's go with that one. You can never go wrong with white and silver, right? I'm just going to put a couple of glue dots to fasten that. I could run some seal on that too. Oh, good. White and silver is the general, what everybody's saying, hurrah. There we go. It just adds it brightens everything up a little bit, doesn't it? There we go. We'll just put that about there. Whoops. Okay, get it centered. There we go. It keeps sticking to my finger at the wrong time. There we go. That looks pretty good. Then I'm going to put this on dimensionals. And that's how quickly this comes together. And now just in a little embellishment or two, we have, what do we have? We have rhinestones, or we have the soft blue butterflies. Let's see. Oops, there's an orange one flitting about like that. I think actually because of the ribbon we chose, I kind of think, and the dots, yeah, it's going to be the rhinestones. Okay, let's go with that and put a few rhinestones on here. Now I am keeping them on the front of the pockets. I'm not putting embellishments here because we were going to slide things in and out and it's just going to knock them off. So I'm going to do that. And I'll just, and of course I have to do 3, right? Sure, that looks good. And there we go. We have to just bring in our little notepad. And we have just made a really neat gift here. Yes, I think the butterflies would have looked good too, Diana. So either way, I don't think you can go wrong. So there we go. So right in here, I have these little things to, when I give it to people, so that it's a pocket for cell phone, post-it notes, pens, or whatever. And for those of you wondering, is it sturdy enough to put your cell phone in? It is. I've had mine on my desk for a few months now, and it is holding up beautifully. It's just not showing any wear or tear at all, and I use it a lot. So it's a good little project to start your new year off with. So there we go. There is our project for tonight. Do be watching my Facebook pages for sneak peeks all week this week. I've been having some fun playing. That's one of the advantages of a pandemic and being at home, is I don't have a lot of other commitments, right? You're right, Tara. It's a great little gift, and I've enjoyed gifting it to a lot of people. And if you wanted to mail it, leave the pockets off and just stick the calendar right to here, and you would be able to mail that, especially if you took out the extra pages. So that if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to click the subscribe button and let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. If you're watching this on Facebook, remember you can click the follow button or the like or the comment or the share. I appreciate all the interaction. I'm so glad that you joined me tonight, and I'm hoping you're having a really good week. One of my favorite times is the time between Christmas and New Year's. Things just seem to be so relaxed. It's definitely a time for long walks and jigsaw puzzles, and we played crib today and just having fun like that. So, and eating leftovers so I don't have to cook. I love that too. So I hope your week is good and positive and fun, and we will see you next Monday, I hope. Thank you. Bye-bye.